A recent report from software company iProov reveals that only 0.1% of people can spot AI-generated deepfakes. As the technology advances, the risk to consumers and businesses grow exponentially. Founder and CEO Andrew Budd shares insights on the dangers of AI deepfakes and how to mitigate them.
So a recent estimate is that Malaysians lost $12.8 billion to various online scams last year. We're finding the use of deepfakes is rocketing. For example, in our threat intelligence report, we found that the use of one particularly easy but effective form of deepfake called a face swap had just tripled in use last year. So 300% growth. And that's where a crook or somebody malicious takes a photograph of the victim from the internet, and our faces are completely public, and they're able to take just one photograph of us and paste it over their own faces like an absolutely perfect mask. And then they can look and, in many cases, sound exactly like the victim. They can set up bank accounts in this case.
Andrew highlights the role of government and institutions to protect their people against the misuse of the technology.
I think it's up to governments and organizations like banks to use the appropriate technology necessary to defend the identity of citizens against these sorts of attacks. And there are technologies available that can really help organizations and governments keep people safe. So increasingly, proving our identity is going to fall back on the thing that nobody can steal from us and cannot be shared, which is our faces. You can't steal or share a face. You can copy it, and therefore a face is a fantastically good way of securing your identity, providing that you can tell the difference between the genuinely present article and a copy like a deepfake. That's why liveness has such a profoundly important role in the future life of the citizen, and why a heavy responsibility lies with companies like us, who protect citizens for governments and banks all over the world, in the United States, in various states of Europe, in South Africa, and in the Asia-Pacific region. The second thing, which is really, really important, is monitor. Monitor, study, watch the attackers attacking, learn from what they're doing, study the very latest AI techniques that they're using, and build defenses to protect against those new methods before they become a real threat. If by watching the attackers attack, we learn more about what they're doing than they learn from us. And that information advantage is a huge, huge weapon in our arsenal in helping to keep people safe from deepfakes when they're using their faces to prove their identity.